Shawn Hlookoff tearing it up on the guitar and the keyboard. Shawn, thanks so much for coming in.
My pleasure.
Now, you're here at Sundance with part of the Coffee House group. Talk a little bit about how you got connected to those guys.
Yeah, Coffee House is a cool group based out of LA, and they put on these really intimate kind of singer-songwriter shows. And I met them about 2 years ago, and I've played about I don't know, 40, 50 shows with Coffee House. And so they're doing a little thing here in Sundance, and I'm taking part in that as well.
All right, fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, your most recent album came out almost 3 years ago.
3 years ago. It's been a while.
What's been the holdup for getting new material?
You know what? To do an album independently, it takes a lot of time and work and money. Mm-hmm. And so I've been writing a lot, but I haven't had enough money to go in the studio yet. But I am working on my next one. In mid-February. And
you're about to make a very big jump musically and business-wise. Talk about what's happening.
Yeah, I'm going on the major route. I'm going to put an album out on a major label, and we'll see how that goes.
What does that mean to make that switch from independent to major label? In the past, that was always the dream of getting that record deal. Right. But is that still the be-all, end-all of the music biz?
I don't think it's the be-all, end-all. I think independent, you're doing everything yourself, and I think also when you sign it, it's still you're doing it yourself. Your label helps you; it's part of your team. But they have marketing, they have marketing teams. They have radio pluggers. They have it's just a bigger team. But with that, they also take more. They take a bigger piece of the pie. So it's like a give and take kind of relationship. But I think my music coming out is more suited for major labels, so we'll see. I'm looking forward to it.
Now, you are from the Great White North, up there in British Columbia.
Yeah.
How has the transition been making that move from small town in Canada down to the big LA scene?
It's different. It's different. I grew up in a really small town, and it's fun when I go back now because people know that I'm doing music, and it's kind of cool because I talk to people recognize
You're
me.
the hometown hero.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's neat. It's awesome. But it's definitely a change of pace. But I love it.
Did you find that a lot of your earlier songs were about sort of life up there, small town life, and it's changed since you've broadened your horizons?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I think every day I learn something new and I get a different perspective on something, and that all goes into the songwriting process. So, living in one place for so long, I think that does kind of I'm going to write differently, but traveling the world, I'm getting new experiences and different perspectives on things, and I think my music's obviously changed for a good. But it was different back in the day for sure.
Here at the festival, obviously the focus is on a connection between music and film. Yeah. Have you done any work for film, or is that sort of a goal these days?
Yeah, definitely. That's a huge thing. I've had some TV show placements, and I had a song that just was placed in an independent film called Tainted Rose. It's not Sundance, but it's coming out. But it's big. It's big exposure, and so any time I have a chance to get my music out there more in film, and I'm all for it, right? So.
Exactly. Sounds great. All right, Shawn, we're going to hear some more stuff from you, but thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
People want to get more information on upcoming tour or when that new CD is eventually ready to be released. Where do they go?
They go to my website, which basically goes to all my social networks like Facebook and Twitter. It's hlookoff.com, HLOOKOFF.
All right.
.com.
Fantastic. Shawn,
Awesome.
Thanks so much for coming in. We've got a whole lot more to come, so don't change that channel.